Hello students, welcome to Notebook. Two cars are at the starting line. As the whistle is blown, the two cars start, but soon one car crosses the other one and zooms ahead. What does this imply? It is obvious to you that one car is faster than the other, but how do we quantify it? With the help of this chapter, you can tell how faster is the car that wins compared to the other car. Earlier, we have already learned about comparison in the form of ratios, and thus, from the scenario we just saw, we can say if car A is 4 times faster than car B, this would automatically mean that car B is 1 by 4 times slower than car A. Since you have already learned about ratios in your previous class, we can write the fractions comparing one another in the ratio form. Here it will be 1:4. But one thing that should always be kept in mind regarding comparing quantities is that the units of the two quantities must always be the same. For example, to find the ratio of 3 seconds and 3 minutes. First we have to convert the minutes into seconds and then compare between them, that is 3 minutes is equal to 3 into 60 seconds is equal to 180 seconds. Thus the required ratio is 3:180 is equal to 1:60, that is reduced to its simplest form. After ratios, let us move on to equivalent ratio. Let us take a look at an example to understand it. Let us find out whether the ratios 1:3 and 3:4 are equivalent or not. First we convert 1:3 and 3:4 to a like fraction, that is 1 by 3 is equal to 1 into 4 by 3 into 4 is equal to 4 by 12, and 3 by 4 is equal to 3 into 3 by 4 into 3 is equal to 9 by 12. But we see 4 by 12 is less than 9 by 12, which means 1 by 3 is less than 3 by 4. Therefore, 1:3 is not equivalent to 3 by 4 since the fractions are not equivalent. This is a picture of a city. Here you draw cars, houses, people walking on the streets, etc. But the paper in which you are drawing is obviously not the actual size of the city. So how are you drawing it? Unknowingly, you have been using proportions, though not exactly mathematically, but something close to it. So what is a proportion? A proportion is an equation of two ratios that are equivalent to each other. That is, 1 by 2 is equivalent to 2 by 4. Hence, they are proportional. Earlier, you have learned about unitary method, where we find the value of one unit of something before finding the value of the required number of units. Now, we will see that how proportion and unitary methods are similar. Let us take a look at a sum to understand it more clearly. Let the weight of 12 rice bags be 2700 kg. Then find the weight of 10 rice bags. Solution. Weight of 12 rice bags is 2700 kg. Therefore, weight of one rice bag is 2700 by 12 kg. Weight of 10 rice bags will be 2700 into 10 by 12 equal to 2250 kg. The method by which we solved the sum is the unitary method. The same sum can also be solved with the help of proportions. Let's take a look. Let the weight of 10 rice bags be x kg. The number of bags and their weights are in direct proportion. So, ratio of number of bags is equal to ratio of their weights. X is to 2700 is equal to 10 is to 12, from where we get x by 2700 is equal to 10 by 12, or x is equal to 10 into 2700 by 12 is equal to 2250 kgs. Therefore, the weight of 10 rice bags is equal to 2250 kgs. We can see that in both the methods the answer will be same. Now that you know two ways of comparing quantities, let us take a look at one more way, that is the percentage. We have been hearing about percentages from the time we have started studying in schools. What we see in schools is that the percentage of the students determine their rank in class. Since percentage deals with hundreds with the help of an example, let's see how it works. This jar contains 100 candies. Now you don't like all of them, but there are red candies which you fancy. Now your friend has offered that she will eat the candies that you won't, that is, the green candies. You know there are 50 red and 50 green candies. Thus, you know that you will give her 50 out of 100 candies, which you can rephrase and say that you will give her 50% of the candies. Although in this example, the total number of candles is 100, but this will not be the case always. What happens when it is not? Not all examinations that you appear in are of 100 marks. Some are of 50 marks also. So let us assume that Rahul scored 35 out of 50. Then what is his percentage mark? Here also we can use two methods. Method 1. Making the denominator of a fraction 100. Here the denominator is 50. Rahul scored 35 by 50 is equal to 35 into 2 by 50 into 2 is equal to 70 by 100 is equal to 70%. The second method is method 2, by unitary method. Out of 50, Rahul scored 35. So out of 100, Rahul scored 35 by 50 into 100 is equal to 70. But then we have fractions instead of integers, then the process will be different. Keep watching Notebook.